Have you ever said, why do people keep treating me like this? Why? What if the real question is not about people, it's not about them, but about the silent signals that you have been sending to them? Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today, we are discussing about a topic that might feel really uncomfortable, but it's very powerful. Why you teach people how they should treat you. It's you who teach them. Subconsciously, of course. Now, let me say this very clearly to you. This is not about blaming yourself for how others behave with you. It's about recognizing something which is very empowering. That the energy that you tolerate, the energy that you normalize, the energy that you repeat becomes the standard that people follow for you. Because people don't just respond to your words, they respond to your patterns. And today we are going to unpack how this happens and how to shift it. So these are the 5 steps to understand and, of course, shift what you're teaching others. Firstly, you teach through what you tolerate. So remember this, that every time you ignore a boundary violation, every time you laugh off somebody disrespecting you, or every time you overextend yourself without acknowledgement, you are actually silently communicating that this is acceptable to you. Not because you want to, but because tolerance becomes training. Self-respect is not declared, it's demonstrated. Remember that. Secondly, you teach through your emotional reactions. If you have this habit of over-explaining, over-apologizing, overcompensating, when somebody disappoints you, you are actually teaching them that, okay, fine, I will kind of adjust before I assert. Your nervous system reacts from survival, keeping peace instead of protection power. But when you pause, when you regulate, when you respond very, very clearly, you actually teach stability instead of self-sacrifice. Thirdly, you teach through your inconsistency. So if you're somebody who's always, saying that's not okay, but you still continue engaging as usual, you are creating confusion in somebody's head. So mixed signals weaken boundaries. Clarity requires congruence. Remember that. Your actions have to match your words. You cannot be saying something and doing something. Correct? If you just, keep saying, oh, I don't like this, this is not okay with me, but you're still accepting and doing it any which way, you are only confusing the other person. Fourthly, you teach through your self-talk. So how you speak about yourself really matters. It really influences how others see you. If you're somebody who's constantly minimizing your own achievements, if you're always self-critical about yourself, if you keep saying things like, I'm only a fool, I'm only like this, I should not have done this, I am the one who can't seem to understand, every time you're blaming, every time you're criticizing yourself, just think of what perception you're giving to others. Okay? If you constantly minimize your achievements, if you're constantly dismissing your own needs, or if you're joking about your own worth, my dear, remember that you are lowering the energetic standard in the room. Confidence is not arrogance, it is alignment. Number 5, you can reteach people anytime. So, whatever you've behaved in the past is the past. Let bygones be bygones. You can start afresh now. And that's the most empowering truth, that you are never stuck with the dynamic that you created unconsciously or subconsciously. You can always reset. You always have that choice. You can always reset through forming new boundaries, calm boundary reinforcement, changed responses, reduced access, elevated standards, whatever it may be. When your energy shifts, your relationships, well, either they will adjust to your new energy or they will fall away. It's okay. But at least it will be the energy and the you that is the you, the authentic you, both are in alignment. So, my beautiful soul, this conversation is not about feeling guilty. It's about being powerful and accepting that you have the power, acknowledging your power, respecting your power. You are not responsible for somebody else's character. But of course, you are responsible for the standard you are setting for yourself. The impression you are giving about yourself, you are responsible for it. So, the moment you stop teaching people to undervalue you, they will either accept you and you rise, or they exit, whatever. And either way, you win. You win. So, well, if this episode resonated, like, comment, and share it with somebody who needs to hear this today. And if you're ready to build new boundaries, if you're ready for your self worth journey, and if you're ready to be emotionally intelligent in relationships, I invite you to come and join us in the Freedom Divas Hub, where women rise into self led power, and all of us do that together. Until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to subscribe to the Fly to Fulfillment podcast on either YouTube or Spotify or Apple or Substack, wherever you're more comfortable, so that you don't miss out on a single dose of inspiration, single dose of motivation coming your way. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.